Hello everybody, Pedro here, and today is not the day that I get to launch Renewed Gaming Relics. Not what I was looking forward to at all or planned. So, I'm just going to go off the cuff with a number of bullet points, being like what's making these delays, and just a couple of general updates so you just have a better idea of like what I'm working on, what's going on, so I can do the launch next Wednesday, which will be the 17th. Yeah, I can do math in my head. I didn't have to look at a calendar at all. No, I didn't. I didn't have to do that. New launch date plan is the 17th. Reason for that is there's delays in the logistics. I thought I had it all settled out, but there's some nonsense that's like, I don't understand why some of these systems have such an archaic mindset where it's like, oh, you're selling this stuff? What are the dimensions? Great. What are you going to use for packaging? Great. But there's nothing in place that says, okay, we can fit X things in Y boxes using simple geometry math. Come on. What the hell? So, I think I've got that all straightened out now, but that was a huge headache just trying to figure out what will work best. It doesn't make sense. And I hate the systems that's set up. And I looked at other places. It's all the same bullshit. Why? That aside, I've also been working on quality of life stuff on the website because some of the things that are set up with Wix and whatever is not great, but okay. Like, it can work. It can work good. We don't need a crazy menu system. I don't like that. I hate that. I've seen so many other places that do crazy things. There's also delays on some branding stuff got in the background, which I should be having sorted between tomorrow and Friday. As of this video that I'm doing right now on the 10th at 11 a.m. when I made my final decision. Because I've been thinking about, do I delay or do I not for the past 3 days. Also, I'm gonna be changing out some of the resin that I use. Like I started trying to use some red resin over here, but this is not acceptable. This is not okay. You see this white banding? It doesn't make sense. Why is there white banding? And I've used many different resins and different colors. I've used green, I've used blue, I've mixed green and blue, and same printer, same settings. You can see here, try to get that focus there. No weird white bands. Huh, look at that. What is up with that? So, yeah. So a lot of stuff I've printed using it is kind of going out the trash, or is just like being sanded down to a decent polish to then be like, okay, now it's better. But things like that shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. So I gotta get some more. I gotta go back to some other resins that I've used, because you don't deserve this. You don't need this. It doesn't matter what what any price point is. That is not acceptable. If I don't accept it, there's no way you're gonna accept it. So got some issues with the Super Nintendo stuff because I found that there were differences in the chassis just for the back plate between the Super Famicom and the Super Nintendo. So the Super Famicom, see if you can see that, has this little ridge there, has that little bit. The Super Nintendo doesn't have that. It does not. And it's just I was like, it's sized a little differently too, but that's besides the point. So I'm working on some proofs now to get that sorted. Likewise, same with the SNES Junior. So that way those will be available because I can't believe I messed that up. So whatever. Things. I'm working on some controller stock. Today, and that should be done by Wednesday. Get those done. I know in comments last week, one of you guys inquired about me providing pre-modded Dreamcasts. So I hit a snafu. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have any Dreamcasts ready by the end of the month, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do. So, because I got some NTSC-J Dreamcast, got a bunch of them. I got a Sakura Wars one that has quite a bit of yellowing that I want to restore and do a vid on, just like restoring the shell, just to be like, hey, look at this thing. It's kind of neat. It's pretty beat up, but it's kind of neat. But yeah, so there's that. So I'm not sure when I'll have Dreamcasts ready. On top of that, I'm also going to be working on N64 controllers, particularly the thumbstick and the Crucible. So I got a very nice thumbstick. I got a very nice Crucible. I'm gonna be working on making molds of those, so that way I can refurbish the stock of N64s that I have. So I can work on the stock of N64 controllers that I have and test their range using, I forget what it is, guy's test program, so you can see what the range of the sticks are. I don't want to give you guys any kind of limp discs. I don't want to give you guys any kind of limp sticks here and there. No, they should be good. They should be nice. It would be great if I could find a vendor for the springs, but there's none of that because some springs are in. So I might make an insert to artificially increase the tension of the spring. So that would be in the works in the background. But all the stuff, all the bigger things, things that have been causing delays, that should be done by Wednesday. The SNES, the rest of the SNES stuff should be ready by Wednesday. And the N64 stuff, I'm hoping will be ready within, I want to say, 2 weeks from now or something, because I have to, make the molds and do the castings, and I'm not very experienced at that, so I'm trying to spend as much time as I can to get that done, master that skill set, and be like, okay, if they're not ready, they're not ready. I want them to be in the best condition I can provide to you guys. And that's what this really is about. It's about me being comfortable to make sure that I'm providing the best that I can at point in time, and only get better as time passes on. Because if I don't like something and I'm not comfortable with something, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna see it. You're only gonna get it you're only gonna get something from me when it's to a point of, is this good? Does this check all the boxes that it needs to check? And if it doesn't, well, too bad. Too bad. This sucks. This just sucks. But, it is what it is. So I think I've probably rambled off long enough, and I'll just see you guys next time.